This is a sneak peek of Excellence in Writing. When you receive this program, you'll receive a set of DVDs, which is instruction of how to go about teaching each unit. It's the actual presentation that this institute gives to teachers and parents alike. You'll also receive a notebook with your teaching guide, all your teaching materials. You'll also receive access to download Blackline Masters ebook, which this will give you access to more stories and more worksheets, just different things that you'll need to practice each unit and to enhance your writing instruction. So you'll want to make sure you download your ebook. So this program is a comprehensive program. It is based on a structural model here that is split up into 9 units. And I'm just going to kind of read through this because it explains it pretty well as far as how to use this notebook. So the syllabus is divided into 9 units, which may roughly correspond with the 9 months of the school year. However, it should be stressed that the pace of teaching must be adjusted to meet the age, ability, and interest of the student. A teacher may begin with Unit 1 and proceed through the units as months unfold, or go directly to the unit of interest or need. Each year, the units may be taught again, but with more advanced source materials and with an increased expectation in sophistication and quality of output. Okay, so there's no really direct way to teach this as far as how long it should take you, and it's not split into day 1, day 2. It starts in first grade and goes all the way into high school, and like I just read here, you can use it year after year, the same types of, or all the same units, but just at a different pace and at a different level, depending on your student. So there's going to be a lot of flexibility within this writing program. I'll show you how the units are split up. You've got Unit 1 is on note making and outlines. Unit 2, writing from notes. Unit 3, retelling narrative stories. Unit 4, summarizing a reference. Unit 5, writing from pictures. Unit 6, summarizing multiple references. Unit 7, inventive writing. Unit 8, formal essay models. Unit 9, formal critique. And then you've got a bit about writing about literature and stylistic techniques. So let's take a look at what a unit looks like. So at the beginning of each unit, of course, you'll have the title of that unit, a little bit about what that unit's going to be about, the goals that they have for the students, recommended materials, and then your teaching procedure. One thing you'll want to be aware of is your adjusting for grade level piece, which again I said it can start in grade 1 and it can move all the way through high school, and there's specific ideas for each of those grade levels and how to prepare and teach this unit for writing. There's also a place or some ideas here for English language learners and special needs, and then they've put in some answers to commonly asked questions so you can fine-tune your instruction. And then for this chapter anyways, there's a piece on public speaking, and then here is some of those worksheets or the Blackline Masters your student will use to practice the note-taking or whatever the concept is for that unit. You'll also get some student examples, so you can see what, like a primary sample, so grades 1 through 3, or probably 1 through 2, what students in grades 1 through 2, what their work should look like. And elementary sample would be 3 through 5. You have a middle school sample and a high school sample. So that's kind of nice, so you can see what the average, kid, what their writing should look like at that grade level. So you can compare your students to the average. And then finally, at the end of each unit, you'll have the Blackline Masters that are available for you in your ebook, and these you will pull up to do extra practice with whatever skill you're working on. In this case, it would be note-taking. So I would say, for the younger grades, for elementary grades, you're probably looking at, I would probably go with what they said and do 1 unit a month. So you're looking at probably doing some writing instruction 2 or 3 days a week. And then as you move into middle school and high school, it could be something you're doing 4 to 5 days a week. They did say, in some units, you might be able to whiz right through it and not spend very much time on it. And then you might come to a unit where you really need to slow down and focus on the writing skills that are being taught. So again, it's going to be kind of up to you and up to your student into how you move through this program. So Unit 2, I'll just show you quickly, but it's the same formatting here. You'll always have a breakdown of what to do for each grade level. And you'll have your commonly asked questions. Okay, your different ideas here. Sometimes they have a checklist that you can check if your student is doing these things appropriately. And then you'll have your worksheets at the end. And also your examples of other students' work. Okay, and so that's how it goes through each unit. Like I said, there's 9 units. And then you have a little tab here about writing about literature, some stylistic techniques. You have some things in the appendices that you can look through. So that's a sneak peek of the excellence in writing. To me, just my opinion is for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade, I don't know if this would capture their attention and be very motivating for the younger grades. I'm sure it can be used and it's probably a very good writing program, but to me this seems like it would probably work best with 4th grade on up into high school. But that's just my opinion. So if you like how this looks, if you have any other questions or just want to talk about it further, please call me, Star Williams, at 503-758-3636.